Hello and thank you for watching. I'm Ashley Van Dyke with Advantage Software, and on today's video, I'm going to show you how you can find and manage your header inserts within your document. So my proceedings begin here on page 4, and I have a header on every page of my document, and as the witnesses change through the document, the header itself changes as well. However, once I get down to around page 171, all of a sudden I don't have a header anymore. If I scroll up, I have a header on page 170, but from 171 all the way down, I don't appear to have a header. And I need to make sure that my header continues until my certificate page. And so there are a couple ways that I can address this and find what has happened to my headers. First of all, if you go to User Settings and Display, you can turn on Print Commands, and this will allow you to see any print commands that are in the document. But in this case, it looks like there might be a header since there's a little underlined space where my header would be, but maybe that header is just blank. And so just turning on print commands, it might be kind of hard to see the blank header because it's not going to have this gray background like you see with this print command here. And so just scrolling through my document, it might be hard to find that header that is interrupting what's going on, even if I know that it probably appears on page 171, since this is the first place that the header disappears. So if I scroll down, this is my blank header right here. If I remove this blank header, then my header will appear on this page and down. However, this might not be the easiest way to find something like this. This is just kind of one blank space in a big document. This would be a lot of scrolling and searching to truly find if you were just looking for it visually. And so what we can do instead, if we know that the header stops or is wrong as of page 171, we can go to the page above this, press F5, and then in the middle we can choose Print Command, and we can use Alt-N, which is the keyboard shortcut to add a print command, to select it here. And then I'm going to select Header from the list, and I'll press OK, and it's going to take me down to the next header. And if we look, it found that blank header that appears on page 171. And so at this point, I could do Control Y to just pull it out, or if I needed to insert a new correct header on this page, I could do so. Let's look at another way that you can also find print commands such as headers. If I go to Tools, Job Report, it's going to scan the whole document and it'll give me a list of every single print command in the document. And it will let me quickly jump to that print command so that I can access it. And so especially if you have headers that are going to change throughout your document, this is a great way to see all of them all at once. And so here on page 4, I have a blank header. And so here it says on page 4, line 2, I have a blank header. And on page 4, line 4, I have the direct examination of Natalie Orange. Now this blank header isn't going to cause a problem since on the same page and below it is my real header. But if I want to, I can double click on this. And in my document, it takes me to that blank header and I can hit Control Y to get rid of it. And so now if I look down through my document, I can look for any other headers. And next we have a blank line, and this is page 171, line 12. And if we look here, this is the other blank header. So I can hit Control Y to pull this out. And now if I scroll up, my header has returned on this page. And so here I have another blank header on page 177, line 3. Let's see what that is. And so this header appears on my certificate page. And this is a page where I don't actually want a header. And so in order to suppress the previous header, I've inserted a blank header here. So this one I'm not going to pull out. I'm going to leave this alone. And so now I can rerun Job Report, and it will rescan my document and look for changes in the print commands. And now that I've removed the 2 errant blank headers, they should no longer appear in the list, and I'll only see the headers that I've actually entered. So here's my first direct examination. Here's another direct examination, another, and another. And then there's the last direct examination header. And from this point down, there are no other header commands until I get to my certificate page where I don't want a header at all. And additionally, in this job report window, you can display the commands in alphabetical order so that all of your headers that start with direct examination, for example, are listed together in the document. And so you can just click on each option to jump to that in the document. And any blank headers will be listed right at the top. And so those will be sorted right at the top for you automatically if you choose to sort it alphabetically. And in order to jump to any of these commands, you can double click on it, or you can select and do go to command. Either way is fine, but I prefer to just double click to jump. If you wanted to search for a specific header, you could use job report to find it and jump to it, or you could search for it more specifically. Before I showed you how to do find, print command, and then header. But if I want to find a header with a certain person's name in it, I can type in all or part of the name, and it will take me to the next header that has that information in it. Additionally, if I want to check all of my running headers in a document, I can go to the top and hit F5. I can clear out the find box and choose print command and header. And when I press OK, it's going to take me to my first header. And I can use Control L to jump to the next header, or Shift Control L to jump to the previous header. And so I can use Control L to move down to each header in my document. And then I can use Shift Control L to move up through my document and re-verify that all of my headers are in the correct place, and do that in one easy step. There are a variety of ways to insert and manage your headers in Eclipse that should make it easy to help identify any problems, but don't ever hesitate to call support if you need help. As a reminder, our tech support staff is available anytime, including weekends and holidays at 772-288-3266. Email support is also available at support@eclipsecat.com. Thanks for watching this video. Please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so that you'll be notified when we publish new content in the future. Thank you so much and have a great day.